Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the second game. I hope you've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it. This is definitely up there in one of my fave games. I love it. It's so fun. You ready to save Maya this time? This is the last trial situation. So it's go time. It's now or never. So you ready to save her and then prove that Eenie Meenie was the big bad all along? Because we know she is. Let's do it. Alrighty, here we go. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. Okay, lobby number 3. Are we always in 3? I feel like it. Nick. Yeah. Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? I know, baby. I had a whole talk about that. Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all by... Oh. So the mama is here, or the mom is not in the picture? She's been in Germany all this time, all by herself, and she's so grown up. Is she so grown up? I stand by she has big teenage energy. To me, she still feels like a teenager. Different than Maya, but... Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And undoubtedly her father too, ne? And then you look at me, and well... No, Maya, don't compare yourself, ne? I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. No, I don't think you're just a little girl. You're just like a teen, too, but... I don't think it's good to compare things like that. People have different personality. Some people are just more inherently confident than other people, but that's okay. Like, everyone's got their thing. Von Karma's thing is gonna be... Her struggles are gonna be different struggle point than Maya's, ne? That's okay. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Yeah, strong in different ways, ne? I think so. Good morning, Pearly. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. See, Maya always is like... not fazed by the shipping. You know what I mean? Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, she's gonna confront Von Karma, ne? Mama is here. Oh. My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls, where is your mama? You came with her, right? Yes, Mr. Nick. Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. No, you're not allowed to. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Edgeworth isn't here, so it's okay. Pearly, not this again. Oh, okay, so she doesn't respond to this, Nick. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you to your alone time. I love Pearl. Phew, thank goodness. Nick. This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. Oh, ne? I didn't even think of that, but, Well, okay, hold on. Is it better or worse? Is it better or worse? Because we all know that maybe Morgan did not physically like shoot or kill the gray guy, right? But is it better or worse? She's 8. She's 8? Yeah, she's so little. On the one hand, you don't want her to hear and see all the gory details of how her mom was a big bad. But isn't it also traumatizing for the daughter to go into the courtroom with Mama? Everything's fine. She channels Mia. She wakes up out of channeling Mia, and her mom is in jail, and she don't know why. And then we have to explain it to her later. I don't know which is worse. They're both not great. I wish Morgan wasn't evil. I forgot all about this whole thing. It's just so sad. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh, Maya. You'll find out, girl. You'll find out. We get to see Franzi now. I should call her Franzi and not Von Karma. Saying Von Karma gives me the thinking of the other one. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. Really? Will people care in like America or Canada or like a Philippines? Do you think they're gonna care about some lawyer in Japan slash America? It's probably Japan. Girl. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Right? That's what I was thinking. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. Ah, ne, that is true. But then who cares about Feeny? It'll just be another victory for Francisca, ne? This girl... This girl I can see having a big fan base. This girl would also have a creepy amount of people, like, creepy people being obsessed with her. I feel it. You know, she's got that energy. And the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's another question. I know this is stupid, but like, you can't just go to a different country and be a lawyer. You'd have to take like some kind of test. Although she probably did it and passed it without even studying, knowing freaking Francisca, ne? But, like, if I was a lawyer here, and I just moved to Japan, I don't think I can just be waltzing in there with no problem. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Mia is done with her. Glad to see her in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Go. This is Feeny! This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. This is not even fighting. This is like just mild. This is level 1 spice. Feeny can't even know. He can't even comprehend how girls fight. It's not good. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? I'm scared. I feel like I don't have a full grasp of what happened. So, here we go, I guess. Yes, and this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. Okay. What? Why is this going to help her? I have no idea where she's going with this. But, Ms. Von Karma! Then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying, then, that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? To get rid of evidence, maybe? After killing... Okay, all I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. She exited the room to maybe get rid of evidence, or... that way she can explain certain things that don't make sense. She can just write that off as, oh, she left because she wanted to get rid of evidence? Maybe. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Ah. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the... Oh, Morgan is coming out right away. I thought she'd come out later. Oh, just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Yeah! Ned, this is horrible. This is bad for the whole family. But especially bad for Pearl, because Pearl's such a little girl and she needs her mom. But her mom will be in jail. Is she gonna live with us? I don't remember what happens. Clearly. Knowing this, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium. In a manner of speaking. Be cool. Hi, I'm Melody, and I am a spirit medium. That'd be so cool to say, right? But I think a lot of people would think you're lying. So maybe that wouldn't be cool. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Well, I care. Judgy cares. It's 2 people. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique. A technique to remove a spirit from the body and send it back to the other world. That is. Yes, that is. You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... We didn't hear about this. Mystic Maya. Y'all lying. You lying. Lying! She escaped from the room. What? No. No, she didn't, girl. And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Frenzy's so beautiful. Every time the close-up happened, Frenzy is so beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful girl. Yeah. Oh, the hair in the back. We can see the back of the hair. Order, order, order. You know how heavy that hair would be if you were living with that hair? It would be so freaking heavy. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. It just started and we're already, like, going. We're gonna have a lot of stuff with her, I feel like, then. It's not gonna be just a couple. I think it's gonna be, most of this trial is gonna be finagling her, getting her to crack under the pressure, admit something, and then we go for eeny, meeny, miny, mo. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police, y'all. Oh, no, we can't say that we potentially saw because we were outside. That's so BS. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrust me away from herself and escaped the room. No. What do you think happened here? What do you think the real story is? They left. Feeny and Lotta left. Then, maybe Eenie changed clothes. They take Maya, who is probably behind a screen. They take her out, put her somewhere. No, they can leave. They swap clothes. They swap clothes. They put Maya in the bloody clothes. Eenie goes and hides somewhere. Goes into futon, lays in the futon. Something like that, right? Because I'm gonna push this one. I don't believe that she hit my base with the fainted. No. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Too convenient. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. BS! However, I must correct falsities where they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. No. Make it up stuff. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Because she don't like you, that's why. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Okay. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. You know, if I was Feeny, you see what happened here when Mia gets channeled or whatever. And this time you're asking and you planned ahead of time for Mia to be channeled. So maybe different clothes you bring. Pearly, before you channel, just put this shawl on. Put this blanket over the boobs. That's all. I know it's that kind of game. I know what it's there for. I'm just saying, if this was real life, I would protect Mia's boobs. Just not having them just be out the whole way. It stresses me out a little bit. Alright. This. Push. Push. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. Alright. I don't know what we're gonna do with that yet, but we gotta remember 10 minutes, because she's gonna use this later, I feel. And then the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy. Witness, elaborate on that point for us. Okay. Push. Push these two. I don't know what else... Oh. I'll keep pushing if I don't know what to do. Is that because you went unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Question further! Always question further! So, while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? What happened after you became unconscious, like after you regained consciousness, then what? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true... Where are you going, Feeny? Then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Oh, Nick! I didn't even think of that! Oh, Feeny's so smart. Feeny's so smart. Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. Yeah, because if you woke up and no one was there, then how did you get Maya to come back when you said, oh, you held Maya in her arms or your arms or whatever, right? It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. Huh. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. It's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's gotta be those two, because we know those two are guilty. You know those two are guilty, so we gotta crack both of them this trial, I think. Probably first half we crack Morgan, second half we crack Eenie. I'm putting my chips down. I'm betting that's what's gonna happen. It means she has another witness that's up her sleeve, that's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. I can't see a crack in her testimony. What should we do? For now, we should try and get more information out of her. Pushing. Mia is telling me to press. After we get more information from her, we may be able to use it later to our advantage. Okay. Yes, ma'am! We're gonna push everything. Just now, you said those two. Who are those two people you're referring to? Me? Not me. Feeny? And Lala, ne? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Foreign lady is not right. Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? This is the kind of shade. This is the kind of shade that like some kind of a rich or sort of rude Japanese people do to you if you're a foreigner. Oh, you go, some people will say things like this, kind of a, oh, I had no idea. No, they full well knew. They're just trying to shade you. Don't believe the lies. Nah, this kind of thing, it happens. I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. This kind of thing! Nah! If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I can already see people in the heartland gearing up for a riot. Also, nah, my cousin... cousin? A relative? I think she's a cousin. Don't worry about it. She lives in the Kansai area, so she speak with that kind of accent, like Kettle from Card Captors. That's the only example I could think. So her Japanese has a big, thick accent, which a lot of, I'm sure, is supposed to be from Kansai too. The people who don't have that accent, like a Tokyo people or other people, really look down on that accent apparently. I didn't know it was this bad, but my cousin is very like she goes to Tokyo, she tries to speak like them because she doesn't want them judging. It's like a very severe judging sort of thing, which I think is very unfortunate. Because to me, Kansai accent is very cute. I like it very much. I think it sounds very cute. But yeah, so a little trivia for you if you didn't know. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh no. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Faye? Okay, requested goal. I don't know what we're gonna get out of this, but I'll push it anyway. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? That's fair. If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. Eenie! It's Eenie! There's another person. Another person was Eenie, right? That's where she was going with that? I think so. No need to concern yourself. Push her! Push her, Phoenix! Push her! Push her! There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? Uh-huh. You must testify! Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger. She just made that up on the spot, girl. Is what I thought to myself. This girl. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. Great. Alright, that was kind of backfired. Okay, next. Next. Oh, we didn't figure out the sleeve thing. The sleeve, the basket, the clothes basket, the big one that Edgeworth wouldn't fit in, and the sleeve. Those, the screen, the sleeve, the basket, all having the shooting, the bullet hole. Why? I don't know. That is a huge, big question we need to figure out. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And the strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. That statement I gave you was a lie. Oh my god. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. Oh. She didn't want her to speak. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? No, question it. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh, look. This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. This is so sus! Are we gonna, like, switch them out? What I said was wrong? Maybe. Yes, very well. Ugh. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Okay. Then quite suddenly she... Okay, this is the only one we haven't pushed yet, right? Oh. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Oh, nah. Remember that... Well... Yeah, no, they're probably about the same size, nah. Remember at the time, the defendant was not physically my FA? Ugh. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, what? Let her finish. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. Oh my god. And from what she said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. That is exactly what should be... Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee had done when she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? It's Eenie. It's Eenie. Who are we gonna crack first, Eenie or Morgan? This is throwing my plan off. Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Meenie Miny Mo, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Meenie? We knew. Girl, we knew. I think you can see where this is headed. I think so. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eenie Meenie. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff? Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Meanie, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine! For my sake. Yeah. After the murder. Alright. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. What is that face? What is that face? It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something. Like, totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying this person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Come on, Judge, get it with it. Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time. Are you saying that the spirit of her sister, the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Meanie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness! Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Meanie, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. The car sound. I was drugged with sleeping pills. This is what we saw at the beginning, eh? I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie? She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It's a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. I love her. I do! You have to love Francie. What do you think, Mr. Eng? It certainly seems like all loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Yes! Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make it if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Yeah, we got this. I don't know where or how, but we got this somehow. What are we gonna do? I'm a little nervous. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. Oh my god! First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. Oh, Feeney's an only child. Cute. All of them were only child? Edgeworth is only child. I mean, kind of, basically. We'll get there. And then Larry was the only child too? Larry! Maybe not. But we don't care about his family so much, I suppose. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. She's doing a lot of that, nah. She's not answering because she's pretending she doesn't understand. Well, Mr. Wright, defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Are we gonna get anything out of her? You were happy in a sad way. Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? No, because she's studying occult, right? But like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know about the Kurain channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. No, push further. We need something, dude. This is so bad. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think there was anything strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Ah, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? Yeah. I don't know why I'm saying this. Yeah, we have nothing else to go on. That's why when the game gives me something, we just go for it. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Meany, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. I'm, like, totally cool with that. Okay, so... Oh! Ta-da! It wouldn't look normal because there's blood all over it. We got you. We got you. So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird. I know! Feeny, call on me! Mia's talking to herself like she found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? No! Hold on. No, where is it? No, here. No, prison. We got it. We got it, you guys. We got it. We got it. That was a very well-spun line, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well-constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Yeah. Miss Meany, may I remind you of what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. Blood. Blood. This is a picture of your sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. She shouldn't have said that, but I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious. Miss Meany, why did you not notice the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Good. Order, order, Miss Meany. What is the meaning of this? Miss Meany? She looked like the sister, right? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. That... Eep. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. It sure did. She opened her eyes. You know, when a character who doesn't open their eyes, it's like serious. There's something serious going on. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. No, this is different. First of all, calm yourself, witness. It's all an act. We knew this from the beginning. Like, I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now hurry up with the testimony. If you please. Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Okay. Good. We cleared that. We have a new one. Like, the side room was, kind of dark, you know? No, it it wasn't! We went in there! Don't lie! So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. There was blood on the boob. Or the skin is purple, too? No. And I, like, persuaded my sister. It wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. What are we pushing? Are we gonna push the purple thing? Yes, now I see. I think we have to push the purple thing because maybe... I think it's more that it wasn't dark. It was light out. I mean, she didn't give us the time, but this all happened during the day. And this is like a shoji screen that let in the light. Shoji screen let in the light really bad. I slept in a room with a shoji screen. I was waking up at like 7 o'clock in the morning because it was like super bright in that room. It was driving me nuts, but anyway. There's no way it was dark, is my point. What? You have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No! Alright, I guess not. Very well. You may question though, yeah. Okay, we're gonna push the purple. Purple. Like, the side room was like, no, we're pushing this. We're pushing this. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. What? Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. What? That's like, that's right. Excuse me, but how was my statement any more subjective than Miss Meanie's? What time was it? That's a big, like, a proof that it wouldn't be super dark, right? You are such a helpless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay. Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. Okay, well that was a waste, wasn't it? It's gotta be something like that though, ne? You didn't see the blood? It was on the skin. Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, What? Are you gonna tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Ah! Let me push all of them since we only have 2 more. The next one is the one I really want to push, but we'll do this too. And what was your sister, Miss Meanie, like at the time? Oh. Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew. She like said she did something really bad. And she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi Spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. Okay. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When you... We're going to the crime scene now. What did Pearl say? Pearl broke the thing after there was chaos. So, Morgan's gonna be so pissed. It's fine. It has to be that. It has to be that. Going to the crime scene, seeing Pearl crying, putting together the vase wrong. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. I know! Press harder! Think harder! I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. We can present evidence. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself to clearly to this court. Where are we going with this? Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd in the way of the channeling chamber is all that important? Yes, it's very important. I asked because it's very important. Not that I know where I'm going. I know, Feeny. Don't worry your pretty little head. I know where we're going. And I have control of you. Very well. Miss Meanie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. Okay, good. This is very good. I didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Okay, presenting. The vase. And over to push it. I finally found the fault. Or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. You gotta love it. You do. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at the time, there's no way you could have not seen this person. Pearl. Pearl. It's Pearl. Pearl. I'd like to introduce someone to you. My sweet baby little girl, Pearlie. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes? And how is this child relevant? She's so cute. This just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh. And she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh! Wait, she broke the urn. Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. No! And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in front of the middle of the winding way. I forgot she did that. It's so scary looking. What? I forgot she did that ghost face thing. Scary. Miss Meanie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. You are a masterful liar! Yeah. Good. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness! So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way! Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Ah! Where is the contradiction? It's in her testimony? It's in the evidence? Help me, Mia! I don't know! Will I get punished for asking for help from Mia? I don't know. I probably will get punished. Is it in her testimony? I'm gonna go with testimony because I feel like we don't have enough evidence. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement. Oh, thank God. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber. You know? Oh! How did she know that? How did she know that? How did she know that? I didn't catch that one. It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? Oh. Like, what does that have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Wah! She was put in the box? She was put in the box. She was put in the box? Eenie is in the box. Maybe before the murder. Yeah, before everything happens. Morgan put her in a box, she put her behind a screen. Maya starts channeling when the room is locked. Eenie go and knock her out. And then she kill Gray. And then she get back in the box. No. She... Oh, la. No. She puts Maya in the box. She puts Maya back. She knocks her out, puts Maya in the box, shoots Dr. Gray or whatever, right? She poses for the picture. Everyone sees the blood and the stuff. Morgan's like, get out of here. Morgan takes Maya out of the box. They switch clothes. And then she puts Eenie in the box. Hides Eenie. No, maybe take the whole box out at that time. Because Lotta said when she came back in, she looked at the screen and there was nothing behind the screen. We're figuring it out. We're getting it. We're figuring it out. But, look at the Manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Beanie, please answer the question. What? Don't ask the question off of a basis assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? She's gonna ask for proof. You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? I think we're gonna put box. We're gonna push the box. Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is the time to prove it. Oh yeah. Okay, now let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? It has to be in the channeling chamber. Has to be in the channeling chamber. Miss Beanie was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't it the crime scene? Yes. That's right. Miss Beanie was at the scene of the crime. Order. That's why that is... What? Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? The screen. It's a good thing we figured this out a little bit better before the game makes you. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Ah, don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. Oh, but she didn't talk about the box. She could have just been in the box the whole time. See, you stupid jerk. Oh. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball. Now, Miss Meanie. One so young as you shouldn't be saying. Shut it, Gramps, as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Oh, that's right, she, like, becomes more... whatever. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. We know. Oh, it's right here. The box. Miss Beanie, how are you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Nah, you could fit in there. We already discussed this. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. A lot of disproved when when she was hiding from me in it. Nah. But the clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. Oh, we can show that it did. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes. Yes, I can with some evidence. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh, frig. Do I present the clothing box? Like, it's the gun. It's the gun, hole. Gun. This? Oh, jeez. I know what they're trying to do, but I don't know if this is right. I think so. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What's this? What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The screen. The folding screen. It had a hole in the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meanie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ow! Order, order! So what are you saying? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? Yeah. That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie! You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had a plan from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretending to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Correct, it's not possible. Yeah. Nah, yeah. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Never mind you. The foolish receive no mercy. Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. Huffing. Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. Professor. This person. If it wasn't someone from the Kunaim village, you couldn't have gotten in the costume. And if it wasn't for someone with the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fey. Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? Oh, a judge liked her. What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie? Grr. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Screaming. Ah! He shot! So. Ah! We saw that little clip of Dr. Gray bleeding and shooting. So, I think Sweeney's gonna explain. So I'm not gonna say it and then he's gonna say it. But I think that's why we have that bullet hole and everything low. He was low and he shot it. I mean, I said I wasn't gonna say it and then I ended up saying it. It's fine. I think this is what really happened. I'm trying not to steal Phoenix's thunder, Nay. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed, y'all. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Ah. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Oh, and she thought that was it. She thought that was it. She wasn't expecting gun. Ah. Then, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did so that she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But, that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not dead yet. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen... And a sleeve, too! Aw, Ned. the sleeve. There we go. The hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. And asleep. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we first were into the channeling chamber. Miss Beanie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Ah, nah. And that's why that one didn't have the hole. Nah. And pretend to be my FA. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind the murder. Ha! Ah ha ha! Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma! Surely. Of course it was me! Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright! Your argument is flawed on one very crucial area. And that is... if this witness is a real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Oh, I know! Talk to me! Ask me! Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such a foolish thing? Well, that's... we know, Feeny, come on! Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. No, yeah. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Meenie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. You do, girl. A motive. I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Okay. The car accident? This. It has to be this one. Sometimes you get unsure. It's this one. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. It's great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this just to get revenge for my sister's death? Yeah. Because through that accident you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? But you said in your freaking testimony! And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? I mean, we knew it was a lie, but... right? What do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps. It's so rude. I'm, like, going to explain, so, like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. Oh, shoot. And, besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. That was, like, total coincidence. He asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. Why? Like, you already showed yourself, so stop it. However, you see... ouch. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. We can't just leave it at that, because that's literally what happened. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh! What Miss Meanie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. No. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. Yeah, we have both. We have both, though, né? We have both. We could argue it took her a while. Yeah. But... I don't know. Something had to happen. Where her and Morgan talk, because they both have a benefit to this issue. Nah. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk, tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should really learn your place. No! What happened? I thought I had her for sure! Me too. Hee. See, like, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Oh, she did say this is before the trial! Yabai ne. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Meenie. Uh-oh. Well, now what, though? Oh, hold it. Who's holding it? Mia. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And there's also a reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meanie had a motive, then why did she kill the victim this way? Can you prove the reason? Or provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? We have to. Yeah. We have all the evidence and stuff that we are gonna need for this, I feel. We just have to figure out how to say what we're trying to say. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meanie had a motive. Haha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Aye! Avant Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. This is her downfall. This is her downfall. Because she feel like this, she could have won. But because she's giving us the opportunity, we're gonna tear the whole thing apart. So because of her hubris, she will lose. Frenzy, ne? And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. Oh, alright. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second. Alright. To be continued. Okay. So I guess this whole second part will be longer than I thought. Nah, I think so. Alrighty. 12:04 p.m. Number 3. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. I feel like we should have given her a heads up, too. Like, this is what we think happened. And it's kind of messed up for her to find out like this, you know what I'm saying? There's no way Eenie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, Franzi! Oh, Franzi! You look so beautiful, Franzi! Looking at us straight on me. Her eye is so nice. Her eyes are so pretty. Pearl is still channeling Mia or no? Because Pearl said she was going to come for her, basically, right? Miss Von Karma, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? This is a good face too! Franzine! Franzine! Saying your own situation. Oh, looking down on me even though we're the same age. That happens a lot though. It shouldn't, but it happens a lot. Clearly Maya has not gone to like a regular high school. Otherwise she wouldn't be very aware of this. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. Oh, kind of got her there, didn't he? In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. Yeah, pointing at me. And then we'll know who the real winner is. This girl. This girl is such a teenager. Such a teenager, right? I don't care. She's still a teenager. It's very cute. Oh, Pearl didn't get to talk smack. I wanted to see it. I want to see it. I really want to see it. It's not going to happen, is it? I don't think it is. Mm. It's just, I don't know, she just operates from a very, like, a very young, haughty place. I very much enjoy. You gotta love a teenager like that. Sometimes. Frenzy's good. The court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meenie, please testify to the court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past. Miss Meenie, if you please. I don't care what you have to say. Okay, like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Last year's accident. That was, like, last year in May. Like, something really bad happened at, like, my sister's clinic around that. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped, too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door, and I, like, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. No. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meenie's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. I think I know. I remembered something from this case. I can't tell you what it is because it'll come out briefly. So, for me personally, I'm operating on a I know the fact of this case, or like the what will be revealed, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get to that conclusion. But I do remember, because it really surprised me, I do remember the outcome of this thing. Okay, last year's accident. What are we gonna do? She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I mean, switch drivers. Oh! If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. That's true! True. But, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. Okay, no, we know you do. We know you do. This is news to me. I was unaware you did not have your license, Miss Meenie. Miss Meenie, please amend your testimony. Okay, we got her. We got her. Like, okay, anyway. We got her. I'm like, did I... totally... Here. I, like, didn't have my license, so, like, I couldn't take over driving for her. Okay. Present this, license photo. Miss Meenie! That was a lame lie just now. Feeny is so sassy. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. The problem... This kind of doesn't hold up, Nick. Because, like, in America, you have to take the driver's license photo at the DMV. And you don't get a picture of it. You just get your license and hope to God you look okay, which is a little stressful, but whatever. But in Japan, I don't have a license. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they have these, like, little photo booths. It's kind of like Purikura, but not fun and cute. And they have them around, and they say, like, for, what is it called? Driver's license for, like, maybe passport? Those kind of, documents that need a picture. like a application for school application. I think they need them for those too. You're not allowed to smile. You have to like look very like, you know. But they have those, so you could make more of this argument, right? That this was a thing that she could use. Although I don't know, maybe she could use it for something else. But that doesn't match up to what we have here. Is what I'm saying. You know. What is the meaning of this, Mrs. Meanie? Unless that's maybe just a California thing. I kind of don't think so. It's probably how it is across the board, but I don't know. You tell me. That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but but I didn't get it until after the accident. No. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hotti, the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? Are you talking about the perverted fake clinic director? Yeah, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know he's perverted? No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Was he gonna ask, how do you know he's perverted? Because I think just talking to him for 5 seconds gives you the vibe. We knew right away. When did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Phoenix. Mr. Wright? At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license. Ugh. Ow. Cry and my whip will accommodate. Okay. Without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. Frig! I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would've, like, let me drive. Yo! Don't just stand there hmming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip, and the pain, and the ow. Miss Meanie, why do you think, you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Oh, Miss Beanie, if you please. Okay, well, cool. Like, how annoying. Oops. Like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. This freaking girl. Alright. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this total big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Oh. There's a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from... It was, like, from the UK? Now this matters where are we located? Are we in America or are we in Japan? If we're in Japan, then it doesn't matter, because UK and Japan have the same, the steering wheels on the right side. But if this is US, then that's a huge difference, right? The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Judge? What? And it was a really special model. She had waited a whole year for it to arrive. That must have been so expensive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Press harder. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Okay. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what she said about to her testimony. You mean the part about being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then... That's not my point! Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. It has to be. I bet in the Japanese version, it was a car from America. It has to be an issue of where the passenger seat was. And if that's the case, now I have a lot of questions. Because the picture... I was just kind of operating off of this is Japan. But the picture shows when you see the crash, America's driver's side is the one that is you could get out. But the right side of the car is where there's all the flames. So, I just assumed this was Japan. But if this is supposed to be America... You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Beanie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. I'm just gonna push. I yelled, hold it, pretty forcefully, but... I don't actually know what to ask about cars! Ask for the heck of it, Feedy! I need to present something clearly, he's struggling. So yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. Dun dun dun. That. So we are supposed to be in America. Wait, we're supposed to be in LA or something, right? I forgot about this from last game. It's supposed to be like Los Angeles, which is like absolute insanity because, girl, I wish it was like this in Los Angeles, but it's not. But the cowboy man, I forgot the name of, he was from like West Hollywood or something, even though like WeHo is not that vibe. I think Japanese people were like West Hollywood, Western, yes, makes sense, and made that character, even though like that girl, whatever, anyway. Alright. It would seem there is no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What? How is it goofy? You, what do you know? That sleek shape, that way, sort of smooth handling, the raw feeling adventures, the cool blues of AC. Huh? Forgive me. Her personality really changes the drop of the hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? I think it's coming together, the thing that I know. Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. I know what you mean, Mia. I just don't know how I'm gonna prove it. Okay. God, do we have something to present? Here. It is in this article. I was still half asleep, but I opened the right door and, like, got out. Right door is American door. Or I don't know. Where else do they drive on where the steering wheel is on the left? So, if it's a UK car, this will be reversed. So, this is wrong. So I think we present this... here. Feeney even said it himself. He kinda... The pressing there helps you... He really gave it away for us. You know what I mean? Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? Hmm? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? I want to hear Phoenix talk like that. I really want to hear him talk like that. Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course. Because the driver's on the left side. Because we're definitely in Los Angeles, California, United States of America. Uh-huh. With the Kurain technique and, you know, you just drive up the hill in LA to the LA rural area and you find Kurain Village. Yeah. I wish, girl. That would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them are riding in a British car. Are there British car manufacturers? All I can think is like a German. I don't really know a British one, but maybe. I don't know anything about cars, so... In the case, the passenger's side would be the left side. That's what the picture shows, too. German! Do they drive on the right side or the left side? Because, like, Von Karma should know a lot about Germany, ne? Maybe they drive on the left side. I think it's only the UK? Is it India, too? UK, Japan, and, like, one other place. I think everywhere else doesn't. Right? I think so. What do you mean by this? Miss Meanie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Ah. Order in the court. Order. Ah. Mr. Phoenix Wright is babbling nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving was her older sister, Meanie. That is what Eni said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumption. Oh my god, it's happening. Phoenix. It looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eenie or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Mimi. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. It's happening. The next question? Oh, I like that. That was very anime. It was very anime of you. Each person say a word. Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? Ugh! What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix, right? This witness name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. Oh my god, we lose half our health. Hold on! Look at this. Look at that. You lose half your health. Granted, I think they're making it very obvious. I feel like they made it pretty obvious. They gave you a lot of hints. But I knew this before this whole thing started. So, this witness's real name is... Profiles? Mimi. That is your real name. It's the only thing I remember from this trial. Of all the foolish dribble. Then, how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery! This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that is not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site... That was the body of the real Eenie Meenie. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi? There's a lot of, like, mistaken identity kind of stuff in these games. How often does it happen in real life? I feel like it happens a lot in these games. It's fun. I'm not trying to, like... It's fun. It's very fun. Oh, it's very fun. This totally gooped, gagged... I was so shook by this as a teen. I was like, what? It was a good twist. It's a very good twist, I feel. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Meenie. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Meenie from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically the spirit of his nurse that died in that crash, Mimi Meenie. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Meenie was still, in fact, alive. And the fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop from that happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about the communication with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Eenie. I mean, Miss Von Karma. Eek. Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? Oh. That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Meenie. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. Are we gonna have to prove Morgan? We haven't cracked Morgan. I thought we were gonna crack Morgan. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi wanted her old self to disappear because of this. This. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Meanie. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Meanie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident, her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of channeling Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo Jumbo. Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. That's kind of messed up. Like, not losing your sister, not accidentally killing 14 people, but becoming your sister has been the worst experience. Okay. Spirit channeling. The occult. I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan, and why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous! I'm perfect! Me, Francisca von Karma! I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? Oh my god, just rubbing it in! Feeny! It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Oh my god, we cannot be angry if she comes at us twice as hard next time. Oh, are you kicking her while she's down? Yo, oh my god. And one more for good measure. That's a lot more. Dead. That's how Feeny died. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham. Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. Not guilty. So are we done? That's it? He's just gone. He disappeared. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, I was expecting more. We got a break and everything. Oh, alright, whatever. I'll take it. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! Oh. Oh. It would be more touching if she has more clothes. It would be more touching if she had more clothes. Yeah. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? I like how Maya's tear are like sparkling. It's very shoujo anime of you. I appreciate it. Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent. It was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. Oh! That's right. That's really sad. That makes me sad. Also, the clothes on Mia is so bad. It's bad when we're looking face on like this. It's just like, yikes. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey, who had just committed a murder. She had planned it down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya! Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. Yeah, me neither, baby. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. Ah, Nea, that's true too. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi with a plan like that? Oh, I see. So we have to do it here, but we don't do it in court. Got it. I don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? No, I think that you have to give her closure, right? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Oh, jeez. The hierarchy thing. Eh! Should I put Pearl? Because I don't think we have, like, evidence, right? We just present Pearl? That feels kind of weird, but... Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The branch family. My aunt... No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearl's would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Hmm? Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying... I thought so. Oh. That's so sad. It's sad for Pearl. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. It's so ominous, but I don't remember. Does it? It must. It must, but I have no memory. Oh, look at Friends! Oh my god, I remember the next one. The next one. It's the circus. It's a circus one. Okay, so you know how we have to do. Franzi looking beautiful and going to be filled with double the rage. Like she already wasn't filled with rage and revenge and all that good stuff. It's gonna be twice as hard now. So that's fun. But more importantly, who's that behind her? Who's that fancy, beautiful human over there? You will just have to wait and find out. This one has a character that is very fabulous, but I think there's a different character in here too that I used to have like a big crush on as a teen. I'm pretty sure that person is in this, so I can't wait to start episode 3. So that's gonna do it for today. Hope you enjoyed. This was good. This was a good one. I enjoyed it. It's sad about Pearl and Morgan. I wonder. Well, I guess we'll find out this next chapter too. Where Pearl is going to be. Is she going to live in Kurain alone with the other family people, or will she live with us? I don't remember at all. So I'm excited. I hope she comes with us. I love Pearl very much. And Franzi's gonna be so pissed. I'm excited to see that as well, even though I'm scared a little. So until I see you, whenever I see you next, remember to be kind to others, especially yourself. Take care and I'll see you later. Okay, bye bye!